Welcome to Ayurvedic Self-Care for Yogis. I'm Larissa, and this is Emma. I'm excited to share with you practices that you can incorporate into your daily life to feel more radiant, more peaceful, more harmonized. We'll explore the practice of Abhyanga, which is Ayurvedic self-massage. This is a practice that I like to do every day, often twice a day. It's a practice where we use an organic cold-pressed oil to gently massage the skin. Some of the main benefits of this self-massage are to improve circulation. So oiling the skin, rubbing the skin will improve the circulation of blood, as well as the circulation of plasma and lymph, helping to detoxify the lymph nodes, which will support immunity. So it's an immunity-boosting practice. The self-massage, putting oil on the skin, of course, hydrates the skin, nourishes the skin, helps to bring a radiant glow to the skin. So it's a beautiful practice to bring that soft suppleness back to the skin, which is the largest organ in the body. The Ayurvedic self-massage is also beautiful for settling Vata dosha. This is the Ayurvedic energy that helps with movement. And sometimes when that energy is stirred up a little too high, we can feel frazzled, ungrounded, and suffer from insomnia. The Ayurvedic self-massage helps to put a soothing, coated layer onto the skin, settling the nervous system, quieting the mind, bringing tranquility to the entire system. So if you're feeling exhausted, depleted, fried, worn down, if you're sleep deprived, try the Ayurvedic self-massage and notice how things change over days, over weeks, over months. This practice of Ayurvedic self-care can not only support your daily life off the mat, but it can directly bring suppleness and ease and juiciness to the body and the mind, which will support your practice on the yogic mat. Now, before getting into the Ayurvedic self-care massage, it's important to note the precautions and the contraindication. So it's a very safe practice, but we always avoid doing the massage when feeling sick. So if you're suffering from a cold or flu or fever, avoid the massage during that time. Also, avoid doing the massage if you're suffering from any kind of skin infection. And during pregnancy. So it's beautiful to hydrate the skin during pregnancy. It's lovely to do self-massage, but it's important to do a very, very light touch so as not to disturb the stability of the pregnancy. So if you're pregnant, check in with your doctor first, and if you have the okay, then you can follow along with a very light touch. Now, Ayurveda recognizes that we're all unique, and we each feel different qualities on different days. And so to choose an oil that's going to help you to feel balanced, it's important to first check in with yourself, notice how you're feeling, and then choose an oil that will bring you balance. If you check in with yourself and notice that you're feeling really cold, if you tend to run cold, if your skin is dry and cracked and you feel a little scattered or ungrounded, or if it's a cold season, the season of late fall and winter, the Vata season, these are all reasons to explore a warming oil like sesame seed. And you want a good quality, organic sesame seed oil. Sesame seeds are warming in nature, and so they can help to really soothe the system, lubricating the skin while quieting and grounding the nerves. Now, if you check in with yourself and you notice that you're feeling warm, feeling kind of toasty, if you tend to feel heated, if you have more pitta in you, or if it's a hot season, a hot, humid day, the hot season of summer, or if you're in a hot climate, then choose a coconut oil. Organic cold-pressed coconut oil is very light and refreshing, and it will help to balance out that excess heat. If you're not sure which way to go, explore a neutral oil. Sunflower seed oil and almond oil are both fairly neutral in temperature, so you can explore those and see how they feel. There are many different choreographies for the Ayurvedic self-massage, and there are different choreographies that different practitioners will use at different times of the year and at different seasons. So today, to keep it simple, I'm sharing with you a practice that you can explore daily, and you can tweak it as you go along. We'll do long, sweeping strokes on the long bones, giving roughly equal emphasis to the up and the down stroke. And then circles at the joints. So you can explore that pattern all over the body, long strokes on the long bones and circles at the joints. And when you're doing this in the privacy of your own home, you can move beyond the arms and the legs that Emma and I will be demonstrating today, and you can do a full body massage, putting the oil in sweeping circles on the belly, the back, the hips, and long strokes on the thighs as well. But today we'll focus on the shoulders down to the hands, we'll play with massaging the ears, and we'll do the knees down to the feet. Typically, the oil massage is done right before getting into the shower. So you oil up the body, get into the shower, and without soaping off the oil, just allow the steam from the shower to open up the pores, and the skin will digest the oil a lot more quickly. Then you can use soap on the genitals, the armpits, the feet, the hands, and wash the hair. Today, of course, we won't be jumping into the shower or demonstrating that. We've come clean, and so we're doing the oil massage after the shower, which is also a wonderful way to practice. So you can take a nice warm shower, the pores of the skin will open up, and then you can take your oil and massage from there. So for today's practice, gather the oil that you think will be most appropriate, either a warming sesame oil, a neutral almond or sunflower seed oil, or a cooling coconut oil. You can put it in a jar, have it in a bowl. Today I have the coconut oil, and Emma's chosen the sunflower or the sesame oil, your sesame oil. So I have a cooling oil and she has a warming oil. We just took a few tablespoons here. And then get a towel. Lay down a towel to protect your rug or your floor. And then you can pull up your clothes so that you have access to as much skin as possible. So gather everything that you need, get yourself comfortable, and then assume a nice comfortable seat, and we'll begin with a centering and a check-in. How are you feeling today, Emma?
Good.
You're feeling good? You're feeling a little cooler?
Yeah, a little cool.
Good. So I'm feeling a little warmer, so I have the lighter coconut oil, and we'll see how that balances things out. So assume a comfortable position, let the hands rest on the lap, allow the eyes to close, draw in a nice, big, refreshing breath and let out a sigh. Invite the muscles in the face and the jaw to melt, the shoulders to become heavy, the belly to soften. Gradually deepen the breath down towards the belly, inviting the prana to settle into this seat, preparing the body and the mind for this practice of self-care. Breathe and relax. Expand your awareness throughout the body and notice the qualities that you're feeling today. Does the skin feel warm or cool? Dry or moist? Does the body feel heavy or light? Sluggish or energized? Is the mind moving fast or slow? Does it feel cluttered or clear? Notice these qualities and set your intention for this practice of self-care. Beginning with the self-massage, the abhyanga, and afterwards we'll rest in a yogic sleep, coming into a yoga nidra body scan. Draw in another big breath and let out a sigh. Allow the eyes to flutter open. Reach for your oil. Take just a little bit of the oil in the hand. And just a tiny bit to start. We'll begin with the ears. Rub the hands briskly together, and this will help to melt the oil, it will help to warm up the oil, and it will help to warm up the hands, of course. So once that friction has started to warm up the palms and you're feeling some of that heat generated, take the hands to the ears and begin to rub and squeeze the ears. You can work from the bottom, from the lobes, all the way up to the top. And tug on the ears, squeeze the ears, get into the nooks and crannies of the ears. You might open and close the jaw a little bit here, loosening up. And massage the crease behind the ear, right where the ear connects with the skull. Often there's so much tension built up there. You can give a few more squeezes to the ears, loosening up tension and tightness. There are many acupuncture points in the ears to help release stress and anxiety. And release the hands back down to the lap. And just notice how the ears feel. Mine feel more alive or circulating. You can start to feel the circulation begin. If you only have a few minutes to do self-massage, the ears are a great place to focus on. There are so many points to help release stress and anxiety. It's an area that helps to settle vata. Now take a little bit more oil, warm it up again in the hands, and then we'll start by just lubing up the body. So oiling up both arms and just spreading it on, just slap it on like sunscreen. And put it on like a moisturizer. So you don't need too much, just enough to coat and hydrate the skin, getting from the shoulders all the way down to the hands. Oh, that coconut oil smells good. How's your sesame oil?
Smells good as well.
Now, once you've lubed up the arms, you can take just a little bit more, rub it between the hands, warm it up, and then we'll lube up each leg from the knee down to the foot. Again, if you're doing this at home, you can cover the whole body, including the back and the belly and the thighs and hips. So just start with a gentle rubbing on of the oil and get both legs. You might need to take a little bit more oil for the second leg. And just notice immediately how the skin reacts to the oil. Do you feel like the skin is soaking up the oil, breathing it in, digesting it right away? Does the oil feel welcome on the skin? And once you've lubed up and put on oil, sit comfortably and sit upright, and we'll begin with the arm. So beginning with the right shoulder, take the left hand to the right shoulder and circle. And start gently and light, and then deepen pressure. Come down to the right upper arm. You can use your left hand like a C and sweep up and down the arm, getting the inside, the outside. Oh, that feels so good. After some vigorous yoga classes and arm balancing practices, this really helps to soothe, to lubricate, to relax muscles that can get bound up or overused. Now come down to the outside of the right elbow. Big circles at the outside of the elbow. This area can often feel really rough and dry, so you may need extra oil here. And coming to the belly of the right elbow. This can be tender. There are a lot of lymph nodes here in the belly of the elbow, so be gentle. Helping to support circulation of lymph. This can help to remove toxins, help to boost immunity. It's one of the main benefits of Abhyanga. Make your way down to the forearm. So again, with that really C-clamp with the left hand, sweep up and down the arm. I like to twist the arm to get all sides of the arm, the belly of the arm, and the top and the sides. And I notice that when I go and get massages, often the forearm is neglected. It's not given a lot of attention. And in yoga, this is a part of the body that we depend on so much. And down dog, and planks, table position. So really working the strokes here to support ease. Coming down to the right wrist. So starting with the top of the right wrist, big circles here. Circling at the wrist can help support wrist sensitivity, help with carpal tunnel syndrome, and help with dry, cracking joints. And get to the belly of the wrist, make circles here. So what I find is that sometimes when there are spots in my yoga practice that feel choppy or tight or uncomfortable, that using the Ayurvedic self-massage supports the yoga on the mat. So if I notice tenderness in the wrist and I do some self-care massage, often that tenderness will go away next time I get on the yoga mat. Now I like to also twist around the wrist and do the C curve. Does that feel good for you?
Feels nice.
Yeah. So just a gentle twist. Use the pressure that feels good for you. Then come down to the right hand. So I like to milk the hand a few times. And just get the whole hand. And then make your way down each finger. So you want to get the top and the bottom of the finger, as well as the inside and outside of the finger. Get the fingernail and the tip of the finger as well. Really milking each finger, taking time here. Getting into the webbing between the fingers. That can often be a really tender area. Then coming down the next finger, coming to the ring finger here. So just take your time. This is a great opportunity to practice brihva, the breathing, relaxing, feeling, watching, and allowing. Just keep the breath deep, the facial muscles relaxed. Scan and notice how you feel along the way. Coming to the webbing again. Each finger feels really different today.
Yeah.
And to the middle finger. So if you notice that your hands or feet are often cold or you don't have a wonderful circulation in the limbs, the self-massage can dramatically help to improve that. Improving circulation, bringing warmth, spreading prana. These are beautiful, simple practices to bring more ease to the body. And come to the webbing between the middle and the index finger. And then coming to the index finger, long strokes. Into the webbing between the index finger and the thumb. Now there's a lot of flesh here, so really digging in. Yeah. So it can sometimes feel really thick. Sometimes it can feel very tender. This is a wonderful spot to massage if you're suffering from headaches or from constipation. So sometimes this area here, accessing the energy point here, can help release tension in the head as well as release gas and bloating in the colon. And then coming to the thumb. So just taking another breath and softening into this. Flip the hand and massage the belly of the palm. This is another area that can feel really tight and tender.
Feels nice.
Feels nice. With all the holding of phones and texting, the use of the thumb, the holding on to the steering wheel, typing, there's so many things that we do aside from our yoga practice that can tighten up this area. So massaging into this can support the easy flow of prana, the softening of muscular tension, and overall sense of relaxation. And give a sweep down the whole right arm. Let's take it to the left shoulder. So coming over to the left shoulder, starting with big sweeping circles. And down to the upper arm. And just notice how this arm feels. Usually one side feels a little different than the other. So as you rotate the upper arm and massage the belly of the upper arm and the top of the upper arm, be aware of sensations, adjust pressure, and invite relaxation. Again, the Abhyanga is a practice of essentially a meditation in motion. It's very difficult to be thinking about other things when doing the self-massage. You get to check in with yourself, notice how you're feeling, and practice self-love, self-nurturing, self-care. Come down to the outer elbow, big circles. To the belly of the elbow. And again, be gentle here. Notice if there's any tenderness. And just breathe and relax. Coming down to the forearm. Big, long, sweeping strokes on the long bones. And getting all sides of the forearm. So one of the words for oil in Ayurveda is sneha. And the word snehana is a synonym to abhyanga. So this self-massage, this oil massage, can be called abhyanga or snehana. And sneha means not just oil, but it also means love. So this self-care massage, this oil massage, is not just putting the oil into the skin, hydrating the skin, nourishing the skin, bringing the glow back to the skin, supporting the circulation under the skin, decongesting the lymph nodes under the skin. It's not just that. It's about putting the love in. It's a practice of compassion. It's a practice of self-care. It's a practice I love to do along with things like metta meditation. You can come to the wrist. Practices of just checking in, pouring the love back into the body. And come to the belly of the wrist. And if it feels good, you can try cuffing the wrist and circling, twisting. Well, some mornings I like this, and sometimes I don't. I just play with it. And down to the left hand. So starting with milking the left hand, big sweeping strokes, and just squeezing the hand, releasing tension, improving the circulation there, reducing puffiness. And then start to milk each finger. So just take your time here as we go along, getting top and bottom, inside, outside, tip and fingernail, and the webbing between each finger. Ayurveda connects the fingers to the 5 elements. So the 5 elements of space, air, fire, water, and earth. Now there are different models for this, and you'll find different traditions connect different fingers with different elements, just like different schools of yoga connect different colors or sounds to the different chakras. So there are different paradigms, different models. But one of the most popular models is having the thumb connect to space, to ether. The pointer finger connects to air, the middle finger to fire, the ring finger to water, and the pinky finger to the earth elements. And so as you're massaging each finger, you might connect with the element. These 5 elements, they play a part in the different mudras and how the hand is being used in yoga and meditation and pranayama, so that we're accessing the energy or the essence of each of the 5 elements. So keep breathing and relaxing into this and just notice how it feels. You know, at some point it's like the whole body starts to settle, the mind starts to settle. Making sure you get each finger thoroughly. And then make your way to the belly of the left hand, pressing into the palm and just exploring the palm. If you find a tender spot that feels juicy, dig in there, breathe into it, loosen it up. There's an energy point in the center of the palm. These energy points in yoga and Ayurveda are known as marma points. They're like traditional Chinese medicine acupuncture points. And the point in the palm is known as Tala Hridaya, which means the field of the heart. So this energy point right in the palm helps to loosen up the heart, relaxing the lungs, loosening the pericardium. So this is a great spot to massage when feeling tightness around the heart, grief, anxiety, breathlessness, asthma. Yeah. It's a good place to have nice and open before your pranayama practice. Then give a good sweep down the whole left arm. And we'll take it to the legs. How are you feeling, Emma?
Good.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah, nice and warm.
Feeling warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So Emma again has the sesame oil. I have the coconut oil today. And so I'm feeling kind of light and refreshed, and you're feeling warm. Mm-hmm. Good. So adjust your position so that you can reach the legs comfortably, and start with the right knee. So here I've got the hands on each side of the right knee, and we'll begin with circling of the outer knee and the inner knee. Big circles here. Now you may notice as you come to the leg that the oil has been absorbed. If that's true, you can always reach into your pot, grab a little bit more oil, warm it up, and then add that onto the skin. So big circles here. And then come to the top of the knee with one hand and dig into the cave of the knee with the other hand. Again, helping to improve circulation, supporting the strength of the joint. This can be great for dry, cracky, popping joints. There are a lot of lymph nodes behind the knee, so it may be tender back there, helping to decongest the knee and support immunity. And then coming to the calf. So I like to take both hands around the calf. The thumb will dig into the muscle behind the calf and go up and down, long strokes. Yeah, so here I feel I've got a little dryness already. I'm going to grab a little more oil and then long strokes up and down. And just digging into the muscle. Yeah, that calf muscle can get really tight, the gastrocnemius. Especially after toe balancing postures. Yeah. Massaging the legs can support the grounding of apanavayu, the downward flow of energy. And so by massaging the legs and the feet, we can help to reduce anxiety and insomnia. So it's like pulling the energy out of the head and downward, redistributing it downward. The massaging of the legs and the feet can also help with downward energy flow for daily bowel movement. So this can be great for constipation as well. Now come to the ankle and big circles around the ankle and really getting the flesh around the ankle bone to support circulation. This is an area that can often feel really congested. There are a lot of lymph nodes around the ankle. And so when holding water, when feeling puffy or swollen or congested or sick, just by massaging the ankle, we can support the circulation of the lymph and help to lighten the mood, lighten the mind, lighten the body. And come down to the top of the foot in long strokes on the foot. And coming to the toes. So I like to lean into the heel and lift the foot to come to each toe. And so here, using both hands to massage the top and bottom of each toe, inside and outside of each toe. Make sure to get the toenail, the tip of the toe, and the webbing between the toes. Now, there are a lot of energy points in the feet, many different choreographies for the foot massage. And here it's just important to squeeze and wring and massage and loosen and relax. But there are many energy points in the toes, specifically connecting to the head. So if you feel anxiety, stress, if you're feeling a little bit fried or anxious, if you're suffering from insomnia, so again, these kinds of vata conditions, massaging the feet and specifically the toes is extremely useful. This is a great practice to do before bed. Now you can flip the foot and come to a comfortable position to get the bottom of the foot. So again, getting the base of the toes, the ball mounds, the arch, the heel, and really just digging in there. So I like to use my thumbs, but sometimes I'll use my knuckles and get in there and grind into the foot. So anything goes here. You just want to improve the circulation and relax the tension in the foot. And again, this is an area that I've noticed my yoga practice change due to. By doing the daily massage for the feet, I've noticed how much deeper I can get into postures just by loosening up the feet, loosening the toes. I can go deeper into my lunges and squats. I've loosened up my ankles, dramatically just by lubing up the skin during the self-massage. Yeah. And once you've gotten the foot thoroughly, give a nice sweep to the whole right leg. And we'll take it over to the left. Coming to the left knee, begin with big circles at the left knee. Oh, I love this practice so much. Now, some days I don't have half an hour to dedicate to a massage. And so I'll put the oil on and do quicker strokes, just a few circles and a few strokes for each part of the body. And that covers the whole body, improves circulation, helps me to check in with myself, and is very grounding and soothing. And sometimes that takes just 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But usually I try at least once a day to carve out 20 or 30 minutes to do this kind of a longer massage, really digging into each part of the body. Let's make our way down to the calf now. Really digging into each part of the body and noticing how it's feeling, that meditative awareness. This can help you identify how your yoga practice is going. Maybe one knee feels tight one day, or a shoulder feels tender. And so this is a practice of identifying how the body's feeling and being able to navigate your yogic choices skillfully. And come down to the ankle. You may be feeling warm not only from the oil that you've chosen, but perhaps also just from the energy that goes into doing the self-massage. It definitely is it's a practice. Gets the heart rate going, it deepens the breath. Yeah? How are you? You're feeling a little red?
Yeah.
Yeah? I see some color in your cheeks. Yeah. Good. So it's a bit of a workout. And this is what self-care is about. You know, it requires a little bit of tapas, a little bit of discipline, building up some internal heat to practice self-care. You can come down to the foot, starting with the top of the foot. And then getting to the toes. So just notice how you're feeling doing this practice. You know, what is it like to spend this much time taking care of the self? Checking in with yourself, being with yourself. When I'm doing this alone at home, I usually will light a candle. I'll do this in the bathroom often. Sometimes I'll do it in the bedroom. I'll put on some relaxing music, maybe put on incense or a candle, and just relax and do the self-massage. It's such a supportive practice after a long day of teaching or a weekend of travel. Let's get to the bottom of the foot. So you might start doing this once a week. See what that would be like. If it feels good, if it calls to you, explore the daily massage a few times a week, building up to having it actually be a daily practice. Emma, do you tend to do it in the morning or the evening?
Morning.
Morning.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do this first thing in the morning, after a shower, before my yoga practice. And then I do this usually at night. After a long day, I come home, immediately get in the shower, do the self-massage, and that supports restful sleep. It's great.
I do my feet before bed.
Oh, the feet before bed. Yeah. So there's so many options, and Ayurveda encourages each practitioner to adjust and cater to his or her unique needs. So play with it, explore it. And give a sweep down that left leg. And come back to a nice, comfortable seated position. Let the hands rest on the lap. Sit up tall and let the eyes close. Soften everything. Scan the whole system and notice the effects of the self-massage, the abhyanga, the snehana, putting the love in. Notice the qualities that are present on the surface of the skin. Can you sense increased circulation? Can you sense the detoxification? Maybe there's warmth, maybe tingling, perhaps a sense of vibration, enlivened prana. Notice also the qualities in the mind. What has settled, softened, relaxed. Offer yourself gratitude for this practice of self-care. This practice that supports your greater yogic goals. Draw in a big breath and let out a soothing sigh. Allow the eyes to flutter open. So I hope this feels soothing, supportive, and relaxing. Let's transition and move into Yoga Nidra, yogic sleep. So you can put away your Ayurvedic oil and towel, collect your props for Yoga Nidra, and we'll begin in a moment. To continue with Ayurvedic self-care for yogis, it's time to rest and integrate after that lovely, juicy Ayurvedic self-massage. So gather some comfy props for Yoga Nidra, the yogic rest, yogic relaxation. Here, Emma's resting on a mat covered with a blanket, so there's a little warmth and cushioning. We've put a cushion underneath her knees, which is supportive for any kind of tension in the low back. So if you have low back tension, you can prop the knees up with 1 or 2 cushions. And in order to stay warm and comfortable, we've put a blanket over Emma's waist area, but you could certainly cover up the whole body if that would feel better for you. And Emma also has a nice eye pillow, so a scented eye pillow that is nice for relaxation and aromatherapy at the same time. Also, we've put for Emma a little bit of a neck roll, just rolled up a towel for underneath the back of the neck to support a comfortable alignment for the neck. She's feeling comfortable with the hands on the belly, and you can try that, or you can rest the hands on the floor, so whatever is good for your shoulders. Come into a nice comfy position, get settled, and make sure you're warm. And then as the eyes close, begin to loosen up and relax the jaw, the throat. Soften and relax the belly. And over these next few breaths, invite the entire body to soften and melt down into the earth. Moving into this time of rest and relaxation, I'll guide the mind through a body scan meditation. In this practice, there's nothing you need to do, but allow your mind's attention, your awareness, to simply float from one location in the body to the next, making no needed movements, no adjustments, simply noticing. And through the noticing, allowing the prana, the life force energy, to bring ease and graceful circulation throughout the entire system. Allow the awareness to come to the right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, the right pinky toe. Awareness floats to the sole of the right foot, the top of the right foot, the right ankle, invite awareness to the right calf and shin, the right knee, right thigh, the right hip, awareness to the entire right leg, the entire right leg. Float the awareness to the left big toe, left second toe, left third toe, left fourth toe, left pinky toe. Awareness to the sole of the left foot, the top of the left foot, left ankle. Invite awareness to the left calf and shin, the left knee, left thigh, left hip. Invite fluid awareness through the entire left leg, the entire left leg. Bring the awareness to the right thumb, right pointer finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, the right pinky finger. Awareness to the palm of the right hand, the top of the right hand, right wrist. Awareness to the right forearm, the right elbow, right upper arm, the right shoulder, right shoulder blade, the right collarbone. Invite awareness to flow through the entire right arm. The entire right arm. Float the awareness to the left thumb, left pointer finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky finger. Awareness to the palm of the left hand, the top of the left hand, left wrist. Awareness to the left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm. Awareness to the left shoulder, the left shoulder blade, left collarbone. Invite fluid awareness throughout the entire left arm. The entire left arm. Awareness to the low back, the mid back, the upper back, back of the neck, back of the head. Awareness to the back body. Invite awareness to the belly, the rib cage, the chest, the front of the throat. Awareness flowing over the front body. Invite awareness to float to the bottom jaw. The chin, upper jaw, lower lip, upper lip. Awareness to the tongue, the left ear, the right ear, the cheekbones, temples, tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, awareness to the eyeballs, the eyelids, awareness floating on the eyelashes, the eyebrows, the forehead, the crown of the head, the entire head, the entire head, invite expanded awareness to flow gracefully through the entire body. The entire body. The entire body. You may remain resting for as long as you like, or begin to deepen the breath, gently waking and refreshing the body with the rise and fall of the breath. Notice the effects of this yogic rest. This practice of Ayurvedic self-care for yogis. Having massaged the body and rested the body, feel the deep impact physically, energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. Reconnect with your intention for self-care. And set your strategy for your next practice. Committing to continued self-care, daily self-care. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste.